And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of our Kiona, we have our first finalist. We have our red Protoss player from the land of Denmark representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing KranKy Gaming. It is herO. Go. And so far we have our classic setup here. MaxPax going for the low ground gate expand, herO going for a 2-gate opener instead. But this is a map with a gold base, so I'm curious if that is going to come into play as well. herO, he is going to be a little bit behind in the economy here. The onus is going to be on herO to get damage done instead. And we'll see if he can. MaxPax going for a probe scout across the map. herO sending out his probe, towards the mineral patch. It looks like herO does want to take the gold. I'm assuming. This could also be for a proxy Stargate. But we'll see. We shall see, as we have a 2-gate opener from herO. Mineral patch has been mined out, but the probe actually doubles back around. Where are we going? I love this. I love this because MaxPax, he should be checking to see if he can actually move to this side of the map and confirming that the patch has been mined. Pylon gets thrown down on the left-hand side instead. The mind games. I love this. The mind games out of herO. It's a fake proxy pylon. Second pylon is missing. MaxPax will confirm that. And he should be scouting, should be checking. Stalkers are on the way. Back at home, we have the second pylon in the main base of MaxPax. With this double gas, we should be working towards a Stargate. And yeah, MaxPax, he does see the missing patch. So he must be thinking like, hold up. What's going on? Do you have the gold base? He checks the gold first. Should be checking the second gold, and then straight for the Stargate, the typical Stargate position. The proxy location. So MaxPax is on the hunt. He's throwing down a shield battery. Stargate back at home as well. Meanwhile, herO also going for a Stargate opener on his side of the map. And he should be going for his own expansion. Okay. The turns are tabling. MaxPax just double checking, making sure that he's aware of everything that's going on. No shot. Okay. I'm like, are we going for a ninja base? We should be taking our natural, right? We have the money for it. Yeah, okay. Our natural base has been taken. Void Ray is on the way. MaxPax, he's convinced that aggression is coming out. This Void Ray is typically designed to be defensive. We even have a forge. Oh my god, for cannons. Second shield. Oh, MaxPax, he's convinced. He's convinced that he's being all in. Second shield battery on the way. Adept comes in, and MaxPax, he does finally get eyes on the expansion. Even getting into the main base. Phoenix is revealed. MaxPax, the jig is up. He now knows. And there we go. He cancels the shield battery. He's aware he doesn't need it. Again, things were going crazy, and MaxPax was kind of terrified for a while there. And he's also getting into his own Phoenix production. Now, I'm concerned. Remember what I said before. The only games that MaxPax won against herO last time was when he went into Phoenix's. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Phoenix versus Phoenix. Adepts are on the way. We do have a probe in position to wall off. So far, the shade is denied. We dive into the main, but we have a shield battery. Yeah, herO, he's transitioning out of this into a Twilight Council. Likewise, so is MaxPax. So we only made enough Phoenixes to defend. And not much more than that. As we are just going to be settling into things. Now, after all said and done, I mean, there were a lot of mind games, and herO, he was forcing an overreaction, but the reality is that MaxPax still got away with a gate expand, and MaxPax, he's still far ahead economically, and herO hasn't done any economic damage. So I appreciate the twists and turns. It's been fun, don't get me wrong, but herO is behind, and herO needs to get damage done. He does have an Oracle, bold move. There are Phoenixes on the field, so difficult to get any damage done with the Oracle. He's going to try. From here, we can try to go for a faster third base. We can try and take a gold as well. How will herO approach this? Speaking of thirds, MaxPax is the first to take a third. Adepts have been revealed. Oracle goes in. But there are Stalkers in position. The Oracle will not find any damage. The Void Ray as well. Oh, the Oracle goes down, and herO, he's in a lot of trouble. He's down in bases, down in economy, down in army. Yeah, this is it. This, like, we need to come back in some way. The way to do it is the gold. But this gold feels so late. Ay. Feels like such a late gold here from herO, but he's going for it. Phoenixes are going to back up. MaxPax hasn't scouted. He's not aware of the gold. But the reality is that herO is one step behind. One step behind in this game. He'll be pushing forward. Threatening a dive. And he will just dive on in. Goes straight for the Void Ray, straight for the Stalkers as well. herO, he does have a Stalker advantage. Is it going to be enough? Boys are being pulled. Phoenixes are being focused down as well. The concave is real. And MaxPax will shut herO down. Now, herO did trade relatively well. Like, he killed all the Phoenixes, killed the Void Ray. He wasn't able to break this space, and MaxPax still maintains his economic lead. herO also lost all of his own Stalkers in the process as well. Observer confirms the goal base, and MaxPax is pushing. He is moving out. A bit of an awkward fight. But again, MaxPax, he does have the Stalker lead. He has the better concave as well. Again, an awkward fight here for herO. Behind this, he's setting away Proxy Gateway. The Immortal has arrived, and MaxPax, he's just bullying herO back. Yeah, especially with this Immortal, there's just nothing that herO can do. Forces the overcharge. He dives on the Immortal. The boys have been pulled. herO, he can maybe take a fight here. It's going to cost him some probes. Going to cost him a lot of workers, but he is going to be able to take this fight. No, at last... Oh, God. The reinforcements come in, and this is still so costly for herO. The probes go down. The army as well. herO reinforcing with a couple of Stalkers. He will force this back. Oh, just barely. herO does at least hold on to his gold. Behind this though, MaxPax is fully saturated on 3 bases. He's working on charge, +2, Immortal production. herO, he feels pretty all in at this point. And herO, he does take a Stalker lead. We're pushing towards the natural. But the Immortal, it comes out just in time. MaxPax even getting ready for a run by. Going for an Adept warping across the map. Could go into the main or towards the gold. herO is still trying to stabilize behind in the economy, but has he outpositioned MaxPax? He doesn't dive in. Doesn't quite make it in. We have the Adepts in the main. Good SimCity from herO. And it will force a recall. Stalkers, they race back home. They shut down the Adepts. But now herO, he has to keep Stalkers at home. Good size on the 4th. MaxPax even going for a Dark Shrine. He doesn't need to, but DT is going to be on the way for MaxPax. And this has just been MaxPax's ideal game, where his opponent more or less played standard. Like, sure, we saw a lot of twists and turns, but it all led into standard play for herO. MaxPax was able to keep up, enjoy his economic lead from the early game, and just skyrocket ahead. Getting into a faster third, into a faster fourth. War Prism is going to be recalled, but we have another counterattack towards the natural base. And with that, the Immortal is a little bit exposed. herO, he can pick it up. Yeah, Immortal is going to be going down at the same time. We do have a counterattack into the mineral line. herO losing far too much. He already can't afford to lose workers. He's already behind, and now he loses 15 probes in the defense. Ay, ay, ay. Brutal loss there for herO. And if he wasn't all in before, he still is now. He's working on +1, working his own Immortals. herO trying to recover. But as he moves out, we have MaxPax pushing in. The army supplies are pretty comparable with each other. We do have the overcharge. Overcharge is popped. DTs are coming in. We don't have detection. The robo's depowered. Big pickup from MaxPax. He gets into the mineral lines. Workers are going down. GG gets called. The DTs being the nail in the coffin, and MaxPax will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, MaxPax ahead in the economy from the beginning of the game. herO, he had to do something crazy to come back. His answer was the gold base, but the gold, it felt very late, and even when he tried to take it, he was taking some rough trades, losing so many workers in the process. MaxPax maintained his economic lead and snowballed into a win. Into that win. GG. And with that, he does take the first game, but it's the best of 5. It's the best of 5. We have plenty more games ahead of us. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some side delta. Here we go. Oh, you're wiggling. Let's go. Onto the spotlight. What about the other Ducklings? I mean, I think I said this the other day, but Yaku, he's graduating. He's graduating soon, TM. He's wrapping up with his studies. He's been, of course, a full-time student for the past couple of years, which is why Yaku hasn't been casting as often with me as he used to. But he is soon to graduate. He's almost done. Almost finished. It's beautiful. I think it's like his last couple of weeks, last couple of assignments. So exciting times, exciting times. So here we go. Speaking of exciting, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of side Delta, we have the Danish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss representing KranKy Gaming. It is herO. Yeah, Yaku, he should be free starting next month, December. Like, I'm talking like 1 or 2 weeks into December, and then, I can have him again. We can cast a little bit more consistently, at least for a time. Of course, I always say to Yaku to focus on his IRL commitments. Of course, the next part is going to be Yaku looking for a job, so best of luck. Best of luck to Yaku. Best of luck. Just some updates on the Ducklings. The other things, of course, Asher as well has been focusing on his on his career as well. He's been less available than he used to be. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But for Asher, we try to cast at least once a week. We try to cast once a week together. If he's available over the weekend. If he's available. But yeah, for now, we're just getting into our openers. Because we're loading into side Delta, this is one of the only maps that has a ramp leading into the natural. herO, he goes for a single gas opener, so he goes for a faster expansion. MaxPax went double gas, so he is going to be going for a Stargate first into a Nexus. So MaxPax will have a slightly delayed expansion. There's that Stargate that we mentioned, again, because of the double gas. So herO will be slightly ahead in the economy. MaxPax will be slightly behind, but he will have that Stargate to make up for it. Oh, as the pylon is still just being so annoying. Oh my god. A big delay here on the expansion. The pylon even finishes, and we're going for a... Oh, we almost went for a cyber block. But eventually we will work through this. So again, a bit of a role reversal, where herO has a better economy, and MaxPax has to be the aggressor here. Looking to get into an Oracle, I imagine, to try to get some economic damage done. There it is, Oracle is on the way. Now, herO did see the Stargate. He knows, he's aware. He's still pushing out with his Stalkers, though. Full wall off back at home, doesn't have to worry about the Adept. He's pushing forward, and MaxPax is in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to use his Oracle defensively instead.
Base is under attack.
So far, good movement here from herO. Oracle does arrive. Good kiting as well. Again, forcing energy to be wasted. Oracle has to ignore it, has to keep pushing, and that means we bust into the natural. But we get the surround. Zealot's gonna go down. Shield battery should finish up just in time. Ooh, Stalker falls. Yeah, MaxPax, he will hold. Meanwhile, across the map, do we have anything in the main base? We have a shield battery. Do you have a shield battery in position? The Oracle doesn't find any damage. Is gonna get forced back. So we're going to be coming back in, going straight for the probes. Oh, we take a lot of hits. We get one worker. And MaxPax is going to be pushing with his Void Ray as well. Again, a bit of a chaotic start to the game. We have a little bit of everything out on the map. We have Oracles, Phoenixes. We have Oracles, Sentries, Void Rays. MaxPax going to be reinforcing, pushing towards that natural. Shield battery did die, by the way. It did get focused down. And we're going straight for the pylon. herO out of position. Pylon's going to be going down, depowering everything at the natural. Probe comes in from behind. Probes are going down. herO taking a lot of damage. He will hold, but herO lost 5 workers in the process. Very nicely done here by MaxPax, pulling herO apart. And even though herO had a faster Nexus, MaxPax takes a worker lead. He's ahead in the economy. More gates on the way. It's going to be 4 gates in total. Blink as well for Blink Stalkers. herO, despite going for the Twilight Council, he delays his upgrades, goes for a Dark Shrine. Bold move. Very risky move here from herO. Especially considering, I mean, he's scouting with the hallucination. He confirms the lack of Robo. That's true. But there's a Stargate. We have access to Oracles. We still have an Oracle even. So very risky here from herO to go for those DTs. Stalkers are moving out. As herO's looking to take his own third base a little bit later than his opponents. Now, thankfully for herO, there still isn't a Robo, so we do have to rely on Oracles to defend. Speaking of, the Oracle is going to be scouting across the map. It's not back at home. We do have a Forge on the way for cannons for +1, and we will gain access to cannons. Hallucination once again confirming the lack of detection. Dark Templar are on the way. They got a lot of work to do. Making their way across the map. And we'll see if MaxPax can spot them in time. He does come across them, but I don't think he notices. He's going to keep on pushing, going to be threatening this third. Robo on the way. We're pushing in. Shield battery goes down. DT is revealed defensively. MaxPax, he dives on the army. He should be able to deal with this army and force a cancel on this Nexus. Meanwhile, across the map, we have Dark Templar all over the place. Oh, the warp in! We hold on to the natural. MaxPax, he holds on to the natural. But he won't be able to keep on pushing. Again, he's taking some rough trades here against the Stalkers. He will overpower them. And across the map, detection has arrived. There's still DTs everywhere, but essentially, MaxPax, he saved his workers at the third. Was able to wall off at the natural. Didn't lose anything. And he now has detection. Meanwhile, across the map, herO at least holds on to his third base. He does defend. He does hold. And the game will progress from here. And I still have to give the edge to MaxPax. MaxPax still has a slight worker lead. He's about to kick in with +1. Forge just now on the way for herO. Now herO, he does have a couple of Immortals and Archons to help supplement his army. But that Void Ray is still alive. And we dive on forward. We activate the Prismatic Alignment as well. Now we are pushing through. Overcharge is popped. Void Ray goes down. At the same time, the Oracle gets into the natural. The Oracle from the start of the game even. We get 5 worker kills. MaxPax unrelenting, forcing the boys to be pulled as well. So many workers going down. It's 13 dead probes. And herO, he's holding on with those Immortals, but behind this, no, we get a massive stasis trap in the main. herO gets caught out. Not like this. As MaxPax is taking a 4th base. Working towards charge. Getting his own Immortals up and running. And he wants the Archon. He's going to get it as well. Movement here from MaxPax. At the same time, we have a War Prism threatening the main base. We have the Oracle going towards the natural. Getting more worker kills. And herO's all in at this point. herO, he has to commit. There's no turning back. Not anymore. He does have to just send it. Oh, the Immortal! Immortal almost gets caught out. Charge is done. We're focusing on the Immortals one after the other. We do get 1. We're going to get 2. We're going to get all 3 of them. And that's essentially the army of herO. At the same time, he goes for a DT counterattack. The cannon does go down. Is going to force MaxPax to respect this and turn back around for a moment. Yeah, GG gets called. There's nothing else left, and MaxPax will take a 2-0 lead in this series. GG. GG, well played. herO trying to be greedy this game, trying to cut some corners and be more economic, but he was punished in the end. MaxPax showing us that he doesn't have to rely on the economy to get ahead in this matchup in PvP. He can be the aggressor as well, and he can snowball out of control. GG, very well done. With that, MaxPax, he is 1 game away, and we mentioned it. Last week, herO was the champion. Last week, herO won it all against MaxPax. But here today, MaxPax is getting his revenge. He took down Clem. Now he's looking to take down herO in a convincing series as well. Can he pull it off? As we're getting ready for game number 3. Potentially the final game of the series. Oh boy. All might end here. And I'm a little bit torn. Part of me wants us to go to the ace match. The other part of me wants to get some food before the next cast. Ay. I'm very torn. As this morning in the top left-hand corner of Golden Aura, we have our Danish Protoss player leading the series 2-0, 1 game away from becoming this week's KungFu Cup champion. Representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss down in the series, one game away from being eliminated. He has to fight back here and now to have a chance at the ace match. Representing KranKy Gaming, it is herO. He needs your energy. He needs your support to make this a series. As we have MaxPax going for the gate expand once again. This time herO going for a double gate opener. Oh boy, and Golden Aura. Not a bad map to go for a one base all in. I'm feeling a one base all in here from herO, but we'll see. We'll see if he commits. As MaxPax is coming in for a scout. herO going towards the top top right hand corner of the map. This isn't a bad location for a proxy Stargate. We'll see. As the probe is going to be hidden. Twilight Council's on the way. Again, just a 2-gate opener. Meanwhile, MaxPax goes for a gate expand. Only one gas, so going straight for the expansion. Going for a delayed Stargate this time. There's that pylon thrown down, but it looks like it's only a fake proxy pylon. Looks like herO isn't committing. So no proxy Stargate. He's just going to keep it hidden in the end. And yeah, we'll see what herO makes of this. We'll see if MaxPax does overreact. Again, because he delayed his second gas, like he's just had a very greedy, very economic opener. herO doesn't know, he hasn't seen. He's actually doubling back with his probe. The Cyber Core is done. He could still go for the proxy Stargate, and it's not going to be a Stargate. It's going to be a Twilight Council instead. This screams proxy Dark Shrine. Oh my god. I mean, okay, this could be a couple of different things. It could be like one base Blink Stalker all in, like 4 gateways, and we just send it. But typically you don't proxy the Twilight Council unless you intend on proxying the Dark Shrine as well. So I'm very curious. We do see MaxPax, he's checking the goal base, scouting bottom left. We do have a probe scouting the top right as well. Ooh, and he will come across the probe of herO. Yeah, he does find it. And without this probe, Blink has to be the option, or a Dark Shrine back at home, I guess. Yeah, Void Ray's on the way. We do have that safety Void Ray in production. It is going to be Blink. So one base Blink. Yeah, 3rd gateway's on the way. We should get a 4th gateway to proxy and to reinforce. So herO's going for the one base all in. MaxPax has identified that he's in danger. 2nd shield battery, Void Ray in production. We have a shield battery in the main as well. Like MaxPax, he's always so secure here and so quick to get ready for potentially a defense in the main. There's our proxy pylon. Should be for a 4th gateway. So one base, 4-gate Blink from herO. And we'll see if we can pull this off. Now, fun fact, Firefly did actually take maps and take games off of MaxPax yesterday in ESL Americas with this build as well. Did execute it in a different way, and it was on Equilibrium, but did manage to beat MaxPax. Did manage to take some games. Can he do the same? Can herO do the same? As we up to 2 Void Rays. 2nd pylon to make sure everything stays powered. herO doesn't have high ground vision, but if he warps in a sentry, he can hallucination. You can get high ground vision and dive into the main. Cannon on the way. Likewise, if an Adept shades in, then he can gain high ground vision that way as well. As MaxPax is just confirming, making sure that there is no expansion. How many Stalkers? 13. 13 Stalkers against 3 Void Rays. Can we make this work? So here we go. We're coming to the shade. We dive past the wall into the natural base as well. We ignore the army. Going straight for the main. There is a cannon lying in wait. And a shield battery as well. Not a bad dive. What's important though, we held onto the overcharge. It wasn't spent. And the Void Ray count stands strong. cannon will go down. Does have to be replaced. Again, MaxPax is working off of one gateway, very limited production. Warping in one unit at a time. He has 2 Stalkers. We dive in, we can one-shot Stalkers. 2 of them go down. But we have to 2-shot Void Rays. Where's the overcharge? We have it. Is it too little too late? We pull the boys. The Void Rays, they stand strong. But we're down to 4. And only Void Rays to defend. Nothing else. No Robo, no Immortals, no more Stalkers. We dive in. We don't get him. Uh-oh. Bit of mistargeting there. Still 4 Void Rays up and running. herO down to 12 Stalkers. Again, MaxPax has to be so careful with his movements. Overcharge is on cooldown. Cybercore is going to go down. MaxPax, he does throw down the Robo just in time in the main. The Robo is for Immortal production. We dive in. We get another Void Ray. Another back pickoff. Keeping the Void Ray count at 4. We're up to 14 Stalkers. That Stargate taking a lot of hits. The Stargate taking a lot of damage. We can't afford to lose it. It's going to go down. That's it. That's the production. That's all we have left. We dive into the natural base, and MaxPax just doesn't have enough. Every single Void Ray is going to go down. We pop the overcharge, but what are we really keeping alive? MaxPax has 1 Robo for Immortal production. That's not going to be enough, and herO has done it. Again, Firefly took down MaxPax with a 4-gate blink all in, and herO is looking to do the same. He wants to dive into the main. Oh, there we go. The shade. He shades into the main base. We do get high ground vision. Cannons are going to be going down. GG gets called. There's just too much, and herO takes a game off of MaxPax. He fights back. Ooh, putting a point on the board. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. We will have a game 4. We do have a back and forth here. Again, Golden Aura, one of those maps with a very short rush distance, ideal for 1-base all-ins. We assumed it would be the case coming into this, and MaxPax just had a very hard time defending there, losing his production one after the other, unable to snowball out of control with his Void Ray count either. And with that, we're getting into game 4. herO, he gets a bit of momentum here. Can he keep this going? He goes up next. We're loading in to Hecate. Also not a bad map for proxies. It's very large, very wide open. We've seen many a proxy robo on this map. I'm ready for it. Here we go. Do those Stalkers get vision when they jump up the cliff for half a second? Well, they got vision because of the shade. There was an adept. An adept shaded up into the main base, which did grant high ground vision. But visually, it looked like there was a bit of a bug there, where it looked like one of the Stalkers was like glitching onto the pillar there. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't think that was giving high ground vision. As we're getting into game number 4. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Hecate, we have the Danish Protoss player representing Sidestorm Gaming, still 1 game away from becoming this week's champion. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss representing KungFu Gaming. It is herO. Here we go. herO once again going for a 2-gate opener. MaxPax going for a gate expand. Once again, everything looking as it should. MaxPax being economic, and herO will have the option to go for a 1-base all-in once again. Here we go. As the 2 gateways are thrown down, behind this, MaxPax, of course, getting into his economic opener, going double gas this time, so it looks like he's going for a faster Stargate with a delayed expansion. A safer opener this time from MaxPax. If you remember last time, he was a little greedier with a faster expansion. This time, going to be safe. Zealot is on the way. MaxPax just trying to get a read on what's going on. herO does go for a proxy pylon. This is prime for a proxy robo. For another one base all in. Meanwhile, the Cybercore finishes, and we should be seeing a Stargate. There it is. Again, so this is a different opener compared to last game. Last game, MaxPax went for one gas geyser, which is why he got a faster expansion. This time, double gas, which means expansion after Stargate. Which is a good call, considering the potential for a one base all in. Like, there's a lot available here for herO. Probe is on the way, and there is that proxy gateway. Again, it's very common to proxy on Hecate just because of how large it is. Oh my god. MaxPax, he was so close. He almost scouted, but barely didn't see it. He knows that a pylon is missing. He knows it's somewhere on the map, just doesn't know where. With this, a Void Ray should be on the way. Ooh, going Oracle first. Bold move. Stalkers are coming in. Yeah. I saw what you were saying about the Stalker being pushed up. But regardless, I think that's maybe a visual glitch. I don't know if that was actually giving high ground vision. Like, herO still had to rely on that on the Adept to shade up the ramp. But for now, we're doubling down here. We're going to be able to pump out 3 Stalkers at a time. Already applying a lot of pressure at the same time. MaxPax getting across the map with that Oracle. Looking to cripple the economy of herO. He does have a shield battery. Probes are going down. That's going to be 5 dead workers. 6. Oh my god, 7 dead workers. herO's economy in shambles. He has to keep pushing, but the Void Ray comes out just in time. 1 Stalker, 2 Stalkers go down. herO losing too much momentum. He loses his economy and his army as well. At the same time, 2 Adepts do shade in. herO, he does slip into the main. And he is doing a lot of counter damage. MaxPax is hurting. Now, to be fair, MaxPax, he can afford to lose some workers. He was ahead. Still ahead. But that Stalker count of herO getting even higher. We had a... That's how we got in. There was a pylon in the main. I apologize for missing it, but there was a pylon in the main base. Will go down. herO continues to apply pressure. MaxPax confirming the lack of expansion. herO is still committed. The Adepts, they shade in. This time doesn't have to warp into the main, but will shade in nonetheless. He commits. He goes right for the workers. More probes are going down. MaxPax being pulled apart here. As I say that, he still gets 3 probes across the map. Still gets 3 workers. MaxPax going for a full wall. Building up that Void Ray count. MaxPax still up in probes. Adepts, they shade in. My apologies. The pilot was too late. The wall is too late. And we shade into both mineral lines. The natural and the main base. Oh, sorry. We canceled one of the shades. Cybercore goes down. Into the main as well. Like, MaxPax, he's still in a good position, but things are getting a little bit rowdy. So he shades into the natural. More probes going down. The gateways are under threat. Gateway should go down. We get another 3 workers. Oh my god, we just keep getting them. The Adepts, they're getting out of control. So many probes have gone down so far. We get another 5. And at the same time, we get a Void Ray as well. We've got 10 Stalkers to herO's name. Oof. Trying to wait out that prismatic alignment. herO, he has to be so careful with his control. Is going to lose a Stalker. Doesn't quite get a Void Ray. Loses 2 Stalkers. 2 Stalkers for a Gateway. Not bad. Do have a backup Cybercore on the way. And another Gateway. We can still only warp in Void Rays. So the Adepts, they keep shading in. Continue to threaten those shades. Still a very tense moment. The Void Ray count is slowly getting higher. herO, he has to deal with this. But we're up to 4 Void Rays. herO, he doesn't have the Stalker count he needs. Dragging the army out of position. Getting on top of the Stargate. We'll get a pylon. That will supply block MaxPax. But it feels like MaxPax is held at this point. He is holding on. Behind this herO, he's going for a Twilight Council, Blink, and a Dark Shrine on the way. But it feels like it may just take too long. It's going to take so long to get into these DTs. And the problem is that the Robo's done. We have an Immortal out, or Immortal on the way. We're going to have access to Observers as well. herO does see the Robo. And as the game goes on, we're just saturating our natural base even further. MaxPax has seen the Twilight Council. He should be aware of the potential for Dark Templar. But he doesn't have any detection yet. But there we go. Observer's on the way. And that should be the nail in the coffin. herO, he almost did it. He was doing an impressive job at just, yeah, getting economic. He's killing more probes. It's happening. But it's not enough. Like herO, he's still on 1 base. He's still all in. Observer has arrived. Dark Templar, they waddle in, but we have detection. No. That was our chance. That was our opportunity. We're morphing in some Archons. But we are up to 7 Void Rays. Alright, here we go. We're diving in. We have plenty of shield batteries. Immortals as well. 1 Void Ray goes down. A 2nd Void Ray. We pop the overcharge. We shut down the entire army. And MaxPax is looking to take this series. GG gets called. MaxPax defends against the 1 base all in. And he will be this week's KungFu Cup champion. GG. GG. Well played. MaxPax does it. He gets his revenge. Last week, herO was our champion over MaxPax being the runner-up. This week, the reverse. This week, MaxPax, he doesn't just take down herO, he also breaks his curse against Clem as well. And he wins it all. Congratulations. GG, well played. MaxPax looking strong, at least this week. And, yeah, is able to run away with it. My condolences to herO, but I mean, 2nd place is still damn strong. And I mean, herO, his road to 2nd place was not an easy one. Was not an easy one, as herO, he took down so many big names in the process. He took down Solar, he took down Shin, Spirit, and DRG. A lot of Zerg players. Again, so herO, he's been looking damn strong in PvZ. And even took down Spirit on his road to the finals. And yeah, we had an amazing tournament here today. If you're tuning in a little bit later, I highly recommend checking out the VODs. We casted Lambert versus Bjorn. Lambert versus Bjorn was beautiful. It was insane. It was crazy. The upsets were insane, and it was the highlight of the night for me. Bjorn versus Lambert was everything you'd ever want out of ZVT. Nightmare versus Lambo afterwards wasn't too bad either. In a very different way, for a very different reason. It was a lot of fun. But regardless, like, Beyond versus Lambo was beautiful, and I highly recommend checking out the VODs if you missed it. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate the support. We had a lot of raids. We had a lot of subs as well. Thank you. Do appreciate it. And yeah, with that, we are wrapping up for the time being. This is not our only broadcast today. It is 3 a.m. here in Australia, and at 4 a.m. in 1 hour, we're going to be live with another broadcast. We're going to be live with the House Open Cup. If you're wondering what that is of course a Polish-only tournament. It is a Polish bi-weekly. So if you're interested in players like Spirit, like Alazer, Mana, Cristiano, Geralt, Bapi, and many others, Rodzin, Ziomek, Snogstar, I can just name everyone. But yeah, if you're interested in some Polish StarCraft, we got you covered in 1 hour's time. That is, of course, an event funded by a gaming bar. There's a gaming bar in the capital of Poland, and they've been hosting some StarCraft events. It's been really cool. They held a LAN a couple of months ago, and they're holding another LAN at the end of the year as well. And we're going to be covering it. We're going to be covering the LAN when it comes upon us. Going to be casting it in English, and they also host bi-weeklies. The bi-weeklies aren't offline, only the major LAN event is, but they're doing their best to support the local scene. It's great to see. It's really cool to see the Polish StarCraft scene come together once again. It used to be very big and vibrant pre-COVID, and COVID, for a lot of StarCraft, did kind of put an end to these offline events, but they're slowly coming back. It is amazing to see. And yeah, that's going to be here on this channel in 1 hour's time. Other than that, though, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoyed this night of StarCraft. Hope you all enjoyed the casting. I'm gonna go get some food, and my throat is parched. I'm gonna go get some food, I'm gonna get some water, and prepare myself for our next broadcast. I might be joined by KurO. KurO may join me later on in the tournament, maybe for the semis and the finals, if she becomes available. Otherwise, I'll just be solo casting. I'll get through it on my own. It'll be fine, Bobby. It'll be fine. But yeah, with that, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Hope everyone had a great time. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves. If you want to support us, you can do so as we do pay out the predictions. One moment. There we go. If you want to support us, you can do so by following us on all of our social medias: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. We have a Mastodon, we have a Blue Sky, we got a YouTube channel, we got a Patreon, all things CranKy Ducklings. So you can follow us. You'll be notified when we go live. Again, if you're a subscriber in the chat, I recommend checking out our Discord server, because we do send out replay packs. And I should very quickly mention that if you want your hands on these replays on some Bjorn, Lambo, MaxPax, herO, Solar, Nightmare, all these players, the replays are available for our subscribers. We do send out plenty of replay packs. We cast a lot of StarCraft on the channel, and as a result, we send out a lot of replay packs. So if you want to learn how to play, or if you want to emulate these players or watch them yourselves, or even cast them yourselves, we got you covered. We got you covered with those replays. Otherwise, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Not too sure who, but we'll give someone out there a raid. So give them some love and support. And we'll be back in 1 hour's time with some more StarCraft. So mark your calendars, set an alarm, but we'll see you then. We will see you then. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you then. We'll see you in an hour. Hasta luego. Bye. Hasta luego.